but who's doing those jobs who nobody wants to do? Like it's like I don't know, in factories, waste management, whatever.
This is my favorite question. Who will manage the waste? Because very often if I do it alone, I start to say, okay, can we afford it? Yes, but people say. And who is going to do, or is doing the waste management? I can tell you, these people from the waste management are highly active in unions. They are very well paid, and if you ask them if they would stop working, they ask you if you maybe have a problem, yeah? Because they would not stop working, but they would eventually, or very clearly, they would reduce work. But they want to do their work. And I love one quote of this waste manager who said, you know, I'm the city sociologist. I know where the problem is in our neighborhoods because I can see it through the garbage, the rubbish. But what, in general, you have for work you don't like, or which is like cleaning toilets, is also the next always the next step or question. There are three solutions. You make it, you pay it much better, there is automatization, or you do it by your own. So that is the three solutions possible. So that is really not a big problem. But what, of course, is the problem? What about care? If you have these really bad paid women jobs, 90%, so you have to pay them better. Very good solution.
Thank you. Sharka, could you continue?
Yeah, just a few remarks to that. The jobs that could easily go and nobody would miss them are many of the factory jobs. Yeah, I'm not saying all of them, as we now know from the recent book about the shoe factory in Dolní Němčí. Many people who work in these positions take pride in their work because they create something specific, yeah, which is a shoe, for example. But lots of the jobs in these sort of factories is not like that. It's paid by the bare minimum. Very, very often. The attractivity for the Czech employees at the moment is so poor that you have to bring in workers from even poorer countries, and those jobs could be easily automated had they not been so cheap that for the factory owners it's still cheaper to bring in people from Romania and Ukraine than actually buy robots. Yeah, so this is like one of the main arguments when we talk about how there should be less work. We can't just rely on the automatization itself. It has to have some sort of rule and supporting measures that would actually motivate the factory owners and other players to actually automatize the work that nobody wants to do. And that is not really very much of a benefit. That also contributes to the global overproduction and other things like that. The other jobs, and I would really like to thank you for raising that out. The feminized jobs in care and in social services and in healthcare are jobs that should be really paid much more. They are not so easily automatized. Not as of yet. We do value the human touch, maybe sometimes even a bit too much, but we certainly do. But those jobs are really underpaid, and that's something that should be attacked by paying it more rather than trying to automate it and minimize it.